Hi guys, this is O level chemistry, paper 11, November 2018, question 31. Aluminum is used to make saucepans because of its apparent lack of reactivity. Which property of aluminum explains its unreactivity? It has a layer of oxide on its surface. Yes, because this oxide is unreactive and it is coated onto the aluminum surface, the aluminum metal beneath this layer of oxide is protected from reacting, so it is unreactive. It has a low density. This is a property of aluminum, but this property is used in its use as overhead electric cables, not in its use as saucepans. It is a good conductor of electricity, again used as overhead electric cables, not as saucepans. It is in group 3 of the periodic table. That is just where aluminum is found. It has nothing to do with its unreactivity or it being used as a saucepan. So option A is the correct option for this question. Question 32. Pollutant gases are released by the bacterial decay of vegetable matter. The bacterial decay of vegetable matter is the main source of which gas? Carbon monoxide is due to incomplete combustion of hydrocarbons. Methane is due to decaying of vegetable matter. Nitrogen dioxide is produced in the internal combustion engine when oxygen and nitrogen from air react with each other. And sulfur dioxide is produced when fossil fuels burn because sulfur is present as a contaminant in fossil fuels, which, when burnt along with oxygen, produces sulfur dioxide. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 33. Lakes contain a variety of dissolved substances. Which substance is responsible for eutrophication in lakes? Metal compounds. Metal compounds are not responsible for eutrophication, responsible for heavy metal poisoning. Nitrate fertilizers, yes, they are responsible for the uncontrolled growth of blue-green algae and plant life in water bodies. Oxygen, oxygen is required for living beings to survive. No, it is not responsible for eutrophication. Sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid is not responsible for eutrophication. It will destroy anything that it comes in contact with in the fertile soil because it will neutralize the base present or it will dissolve the ions that are there which are needed for plant growth. So this is only harmful for plant growth or losing the fertility of soil. So option B is the correct option for this question. Question 34. How many of the molecules shown belong to the homologous series of alkanes? Okay. Alkanes have the general formula CnH2n plus 2. So, very quickly, the number of hydrogen atoms should be greater than twice the number of carbon atoms. So, in compound 1, C2H4, 2 twos are 4, hydrogen is 4, so this is not an alkane. Next compound, C3, H8. So 3 twos are 6. So 8 is greater than 6. This is an alkane. Next, C4H10. 4 twos are 8 and 10 is greater than 8. This is an alkane. Next, C5H10. 5 twos are 10. Hydrogen is 10. This is not an alkane. And next, C6H14. 6 twos are 12. 14 is greater than 12. Then this is an alkane. So out of the 5 compounds, 3 of them are alkanes, making option C the correct option for this question. Question 35. The diagram shows the structural formula of an organic compound. Which statement about this compound is correct? It is a saturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon means all bonds are single bonds, no double or triple bonds present, which is seen in the structure. So this statement is correct. It is an alkene. There is no sign of any double bonds present, so it is not an alkene. It is an isomer of butane. The formula, molecular formula of butane is C4H10, whereas the molecular formula here would be C4 and H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, H8. So this is not an isomer of butane. In fact, it is an isomer of butene. So this is incorrect. It will undergo addition with hydrogen. Alkenes having a double bond will undergo addition with hydrogen. Here, there is no double bond present, so it will not undergo addition reaction. So this makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 36. Which statement about vegetable oil and the margarine made from it is correct? Both are liquids at room temperature? No. Margarine is a solid, vegetable oils are liquids. Both occur naturally? No. Margarine is man-made. We hydrogenate vegetable oil to form margarine. Margarine has the higher melting point? Yes. Margarine will have a higher melting point because at room temperature, margarine is a solid while vegetable oil is a liquid. So that shows that margarine has a greater melting point than vegetable oil. Next, vegetable oil has a fewer carbon-carbon double bonds than margarine. No, margarine has a fewer carbon-carbon double bonds than vegetable oil because vegetable oils are unsaturated hydrocarbons, which upon addition reaction with hydrogen form margarine. So the double bonds are converted into single bonds. So this statement is also incorrect. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 37. Which group is found in alcohols? So C double bond C is found in alkenes. C double OH is found in carboxylic acids. CONH are amides and OH is alcohols. It is the alcohol functional group. So we are looking for the group found in alcohol. This makes option D the correct option for this question. Question 38. An ester is formed from carboxylic acid and an alcohol. How does the number of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms in an ester differ from the total number of these atoms in the carboxylic acid and alcohol from which the ester is formed? Okay, so there is nothing that happens to the number of carbon atoms. All the carbon atoms in carboxylic acid along with alcohols are present in ester. So the number of carbon atoms remain the same. This eliminates options A and B. So for hydrogen, we have got elimination of H2O molecule from the condensation product of carboxylic acid and alcohol, which is an ester. So if H2O is removed, two hydrogens are lesser in the product than the reactant. So fewer hydrogen. This is there in option C, not there in option D. And oxygen, because water is removed, one oxygen atom is also removed. So one fewer oxygen atom in the ester as compared to carboxylic acid and alcohols, making option C the correct option for this question. Question 39. Which statement about the composition of polymers is correct? Nylon contains oxygen atoms but not nitrogen atoms. Nylon is a polyamide. A polyamide contains the amide bond and the amide bond contains the nitrogen atom. Proteins contain both nitrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. Yes, proteins are also polyamide. So the amide bond is C double bond O, single bond NH, containing both oxygen and nitrogen atoms. Pterylene contains nitrogen atoms. No, pterylene is a polyester. The ester bond is C double bond O, single bond O. No nitrogen atom is present. The polymer used to make cling film contains oxygen atoms. Cling film is basically polyethylene, and polyethylene is made from ethene. Ethene has two carbon atoms forming a double bond with four hydrogen atoms bonded to it, and the polymer is an addition polymer in which the double bond opens up and the repeat unit contains two carbon and four hydrogen atoms present in single bonds. So there is no oxygen atom present in cling film at all. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 40. Polystyrene is an addition polymer. The partial structure of polystyrene is shown. Okay, what is the formula of the monomer from which polystyrene is made? So we can identify the repeat unit of polystyrene. Here we have a carbon bonded to two hydrogen atoms, and then we have a carbon atom bonded to one hydrogen and one C6H5 group, and this thing is repeating again and again. So this makes this the repeat unit. Therefore, in the monomer for polystyrene, there would be two carbon atoms having double bonds between them, with the one on the left having two hydrogen atoms, the one on the right having one hydrogen and one C6H5 group attached to it via covalent bond. So this structure is the same structure that is given in option B, making option B the correct option for this question. In option A, we have got a missing double bond. In option C, we have got three carbon atoms present. And in option D, we have got both carbon atoms having C6H5 on them. So the reasons for A, C, and D to be incorrect have also been highlighted. Therefore, B stays the correct option.